What? Oh my gosh, I just recorded for like 10 minutes and the record button wasn't on. Am I even in focus? Oh my God, am I in focus? I hope I'm in focus. I really do not want to record this for the third time. What the heck? What on earth is going on? I am recording this for the fourth time. For the fourth time. I don't know what's going on. Like, I turn my camera on and then I check and it's recording and I start blabbing away and get distracted, and the next time I look, it had stopped recording. So here we go for the fourth time. Ha! It did it again. It stopped recording, but this time I caught it before I talked for 5 minutes. So I don't know, there's something weird about this camera today. Oh, I hope I don't have to record this for like a fifth time. Good morning, guys. Welcome to another vlog. What a day. I've been struggling. I have been struggling this end of summer, early fall. Where do I even start? I guess the reason for picking up the camera today is because I make a lot of inspirational videos, well-curated videos. It is very easy to think that I'm always doing okay, but the truth is I'm not. And I struggle a lot of the times, and I am struggling a lot with pain, and I'm struggling with fatigue, and I'm struggling with not being able to do the things that I get excited about. And lately, you might have seen in a previous vlog or video that I have started pottery. And I just love creating art. I love working with my hands. I find it very therapeutical and distressing. And I find it very healing. And especially clay, there is a connection there. I really love it. But I didn't realize that it was going to be something so physical. I didn't realize it required so much arm and shoulder strength. And so I just got myself into such a flare after my first class. I am feeling a little bit better today, but I'm still in a lot of pain. And the fatigue is just catching up with me. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of everything being a negotiation, of having to pay a price for everything that I do. And I'm still gonna do it because that's my reality, and I'm not gonna stop living life. But if I'm being really honest with you, and this is why I picked up the camera today, is because I want to share with you that it is important to be positive. It is important to have a positive mindset and focus on what you can do and that you can shape your reality. But that does not mean that you don't have bad days. And that doesn't mean that you don't get tired and discouraged sometimes. I think it's important to not run away from those feelings, to not judge those feelings, and to embrace them, to feel them, and use them to understand your body more, to understand your needs, and to make plans to grow, and ultimately just accept. So today I am going to vlog. I am exhausted. I am not in the best of moods. I have horrible brain fog. And I don't feel like vlogging at all. But that's where the challenge lies. I feel that's what it's important to share, because I don't want you guys thinking that when you're going through this, when you're discouraged, when you're tired, exhausted, and feeling down and feeling that you can't do it, that you're failing and that you're weak and that you're alone, because you're not. You're so strong. And that's what I mean with brain fog. And I also have speech problems when I'm in a bad flare. So that's interesting to vlog when you can't speak properly. We'll try our best. I think in the list we'll make it for an entertaining vlog. One of the biggest challenges I find when I'm having a pretty bad flare day is taking care of myself, taking care of my basic needs, and especially nutrition. I crave junk food when I'm in pain, when I'm stressed and tired, because you get that boost of dopamine, right? And it just gives you that little bit of a relief. But I know that is not serving me in the long term, because it is just increasing the inflammation in my body and is just gonna make symptoms worse. Second is I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to go and stand in the kitchen and prepare something nutritious. But that is going to be my goal for today. That's going to be my challenge for today, is to, at some point, make myself something nutritious. But anyways, I rambled far enough. I recorded this so many times already that I don't even know if I repeated myself a million times. We'll have fun when I'm editing this for sure. Yeah, let's see what today brings. And I hope to share with you a little bit of my flare day. So there wasn't really anything that I felt like eating that we had at home, which is usually the case. So the first thing I did was to place an order with Instacart. It is not something that I do on a regular basis because you have to pay for delivery. I think the prices are a little bit more expensive. And then you have to tip. So it does turn out to be more expensive than if you just go to the store and buy things yourself. But desperate times call for desperate means. So it's either Instacart or I'm going to be eating bread all day, most likely. I also have some strawberries, and yogurt, so those could be some nice snacks. So having strategies for when you are in a flare, I think is super important. And one of those strategies for me is to use delivery services like Instacart, so that it really saves me energy. Because if I were to go out today to go shopping, the very limited energy I have would have been spent shopping. So by the time I got home, I would have just collapsed and would have had no energy to make anything with the stuff that I bought. So that way it saves me energy, and hopefully whatever little energy that I have today will be spent taking care of myself. Another hack is to have some sort of like food delivery service that you can activate when you find yourself into a flare. And we used to do HelloFresh. So what I did is to save all the recipe cards, and even though I'm not getting the packages delivered with all the food already shopped for and sort of like portioned, I do have the recipes, and it does help me with that brain fog of like, what could I cook? What do I feel like eating? And so it just gives me some inspirations, and I can see a few things here that are not difficult to make. It requires just a few ingredients and are simple. And so if you use this hack combined with the Instacart, then it just makes meal prepping a lot easier, because you get some ideas of what to cook here with the list of the ingredients that you need. And then you just go on the app on Instacart and you choose what you need, and you're already halfway there for a healthy meal. It is such a beautiful day today, so I think I'm going to try to just go outside a little bit. My husband is mowing the lawn for the last time this season, and he's gonna blow some of the leaves, and we're gonna start putting some of the summer furniture away. Actually, he's going to be doing that stuff. I'm just gonna be sitting and watching. It is sunny, it is beautiful, so I might just sit in the sun and warm up my bones. It's cool, it's like 13 degrees Celsius, but the sun is super warm. So I think that might do me some good. I am not very good at just sitting on my butt. So I sit for a little bit, I relax, and then I get up and I do a couple of things. And I was just picking up some weeds, and I found something that I think is milk thistle or thistle. I'm not 100% sure that that's what it is, but it kind of looks like, I'm gonna take a picture and then look on Google. But if it is, that is not something that I want to pick, I want to keep. So I am going to transport it from the soil, from the ground to a pot, because it is a perennial plant. It will come back, and then next year I can nurture it a little bit and see if it is what I think it is. I want to keep it because we'll come back next year. So I don't want to pull it out as a weed, and I'm trying to get as much as the root, because it's going to get mistaken by weed in the spring, and it's going to get pulled out before it blooms, because I only recognized it because of the bloom. So I want to put it in the pot, but I need to get as much of the root as possible so that it has a chance to come back. Cloth. I mean, it's a weed, right? Like, where did this come from? It grew out of nothing, so we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna grow. It has absolutely no roots, but it's a weed, and weeds are known for just growing like crazy. I mean, how did it get here in the first place? I didn't plant it here. So I don't know, I'm gonna leave it here, and it's gonna die from the winter anyways, and then we'll see what happens in the spring, if it's going to come back or not. But if it doesn't, I will be planting some in the backyard, because I know they have quite a medicinal property. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot sit on my butt. I always end up getting up and doing something, which is good because I think part of like managing flares is to get up and do a little bit of movement with your body, because naturally you just want to be in bed and you don't have energy, you're exhausted and you're in pain. But from my personal experience, if I stay in bed all day long, my pain actually gets worse. So I have to push myself to get up and do something. But I think I overdid it, because now the pain is a lot worse and I feel I need to lie down. I need to eat. I'm going to get up and I'm going to just do something quickly, just maybe some yogurt and strawberries. And it's so hard to find that balance where you listen to your body, you honor what you're feeling, but also you push yourself a little bit to get up and get some movement, but not overdoing it. And I find that's always such a fine balance and difficult for me to not cross that line. And I think I did it because my back is really sore. And so I'm gonna lie down. My Instacart is not here yet. And once it is here, I think I know what I'm gonna make for dinner.